Hey, what's happening, everybody, man? Welcome back to the Wave Show. We got an extra special guest today, man. But it's me and my guy, Gumo, holding it down as usual. Round of applause for my co-host. But we got a special guest,
Oh,
man.
thank you, guys. Thank you.
My man, Kev. You probably seen him once or twice if you watch the GSM, Gumball Sports. But yeah, Kev come pulled up for the Wave Show. He said he had a couple vulgar phrases or something. I forgot what he said in the message.
A few of them.
Maybe like a racist comment he been holding on to or something.
Yeah, he's been waiting to let loose.
So
Yeah.
I can like get violent racist here or what?
Well, that's on you if you
Yeah,
choose.
it depends on how big the Wave Show's trying to get. You know what I'm saying? Because we are trying to expand. We got a couple lanes we want to cross over too.
Trying to reach out.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So don't go all the way left. Pause. But yeah, we got the first topic is something we're a little late. Apologize on this, but crazy conversations we've seen all over social media about this 100 men versus one gorilla. It's a wild conversation. First, like, who the hell started it? What
Yeah, that's a good
what idiot was like, yo,
Like, how-
let's get the squad together and fight a monkey, a big one, like the biggest one.
How fried do you have to be to come up?
Yeah.
Like you have to be like fried off your
My guess is
ass.
they weren't even like they were on something stronger than a leaf. Like they
Oh yeah, a little bit of tar in there.
something,
Yeah, a little
something
tar.
wild. But hold on, I made a note, right? So they said like this is just a little reference, but they said like the largest monkey or gorilla. I don't know if gorillas just classified as monkeys.
Jesse Turner.
No, gorillas.
Nate.
Oh.
Okay, I got it. So the largest gorilla I believe on record is close to 600 pounds.
That's insane.
Is it silverback?
Silverback. So here's where I'll begin the conversation. Is one, I'm rooting for the gorilla. Just to put that out there. Two, I don't think how like boxers.
Mhm.
Mike Tyson to me was like my favorite boxer. When he entered the ring, people were scared because you didn't know what he was capable of. It was like there was always a trigger. You're like, damn, what's Mike gonna do next? And so that's where I get lost in this whole conversation of we've never seen a silverback fight for his life.
No.
And people are like, well, I'm gonna do something weird, like grab his nuts, kick him in the nuts, do something. And I'm like, we've never seen a gorilla's reaction. Like a gorilla might literally.
Is that what you do?
No.
That's probably what I would do.
That's the first thought you
That's
had.
that's probably what I would do.
My first of all, like I'm not fighting a gorilla. Like I'm trying to run. I don't care where like whatever. How have I got to run? I'm trying to run.
So are you in the category of the distractor? Because I think there's other categories.
No,
for
I'm in the section of leaving.
As,
Fight or not
listen,
fight, flight or flight.
I'll fight the gorilla.
Okay.
As long as the first line of defense is Bradley Beal.
Okay.
And then if once that's out the way, then you know what?
Like Bradley Beal and other people or just Beal?
Like Bradley, not like
myself.
I mean, if that, ideally, but I mean that's like. But no, I still kind of.
Damn, Bill, that's me.
I'm just saying, like, his contract will go away, so that's like the bright side. I would I take care of his family.
Wow. Damn.
So thought I just thought I'd put that out there.
Huh? I guess I would prefer Bill for myself. So.
Yeah, exactly. You know what? Sometimes you gotta step on some heads to get where you want. And in this case, I actually didn't have to step on anybody's head. My hand was was not forced, and I just kind of. It's one of those things where like you go first, and then I'll go after you. And so then once Brad goes, then I'll be gone. Because then.
So you're basically going to 1, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, pretty much. Like when like when you're about to jump in a pool, and then like the water's really cold, and then like you'll be like, all right, I'll jump in with you. So you guys like everybody holds hands and you go jump in and
gaslight.
Yeah. Oh, and I'll let go. Yeah. Oh yeah.
But do y'all really feel like 100 homies could be a gorilla?
Is it like regular people or is it like athletes? Like we're talking like
That's what I said. Like, it had to be a very
Great
specific
question.
group of people.
Great question. I do think if you did pick specific, but here's what I think we leave out is like the mentality of the people. Because again, like me, you sit me in, I'm trying to find my way out. You know what I'm saying? Like the first thing, my first move is like I'm not strategizing to try to grab a leg or an arm or an eye. I'm strategizing. How can I be the only person to exit?
Why do you want to be the only person?
I mean, as long as I ain't my family or friends with me, I'm not really caring about. If I start to care about other people, then I might slip over. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, no, as long
like
like, but what if you get out first and then you have an opportunity to help other people get out?
it depends on their mentality again. Like if they question, should I go help somebody else? I'm not getting caught. You understand?
Regardless.
I got to go.
Yeah, you know.
But I do agree. If you had like
because imagine like John Jones is what Khabib
Yeah.
like
somebody, so there was the dude that I think he used to work on TMC. He kind of broke it down of like groups of 10 or 20,
Mhm.
and he had like a bunch of Lawrence Taylors, a bunch of what's my man, the big lineman that used to play for the Panthers,
Julius Peppers.
Julius Peppers,
Mhm.
the dude that used to play for the Dolphins, Dominic Sue.
No, yeah, Dominic Sue.
Bunch of those type of, you know what I'm saying?
like a James Harrison type of guy.
JJ Watt.
Oh,
You-
James Harrison, I'd
Yeah,
definitely
James
throw
Harrison,
first.
that's what I'm saying. So if you could find a good 10 of those,
Mhm.
then you find 10 under the Giants.
Yeah,
Fine.
Mark Henry's and
Big Show,
Brock
Find some
Lesnar.
Shaqs, and then you find some John Jones. And, you know what I'm saying? I feel like there's a strategy to get it, but like once you're doing all of that, it's not really a fair fight. You know what I'm saying? Like because we probably have never met the real strongest gorillas, strongest gorilla we found, but we haven't found the strongest gorilla.
And that's the thing.
As long as Khabib is thrown in there because he used to wrestle bears.
Yeah.
Like, okay, here's the thing. Not to sway the conversation too much. I mean, who wakes up in the morning, right? Wake up. You wake up. You go eat your avocado toast and your scrambled eggs and your bacon, and decides, you know what? I'm gonna go fight a bear.
I think that's part of their culture a little bit.
Culture or not?
Do you kiss your dog in the mouth?
Absolutely not.
Do you care?
No.
We know what you do.
Look, I definitely do not eat dogs. I like to
Okay,
book
nobody said anything about that. Nobody anything.
Hey,
Wow.
he said it.
You know what they say about assuming, right?
That's out of you and me. But yeah,
Just saying.
I was just saying, like
Khabib's
culture.
crazy,
There's a group.
Yeah,
There's a
that's-
cultural group that kisses their dogs in the mouth.
Oh,
So culturally, we're all different. You know what I'm
I think
saying?
it's more of a white people thing.
I just said
Okay.
cultural.
all right. Well, Kevin is just being, just
I told-
straightforward.
I told you had some attitude you needed to,
That is
Share
that's
with
a great
the world.
point. That is
And this is the show where we always value answers.
we always value energy
You know what I'm
on the
saying?
Wave Show. So to that point, Kevin, can you not do that? No, I'm just kidding.
Throwing your racism down.
Like, immediately,
My apologies. Next time I'll stay Caucasian.
Tone put me on it. He said, "I just safe in the mountains,
Mountain people.
mountain people."
We all got some mountain people in our family.
Oh yeah. Well, one of them is like directly. I was born a mountain person.
That
So
is.
from the wild.
Well, it'd be more. I feel like there has to be a little bit more pigmentation, if from the wild.
So can we all agree that Silverback is likely beating up 100 regular homies like us?
It was like average people.
Like,
yes.
yeah. Oh yeah.
But if we're even throwing like 40, 50 like athletes, it could be pretty close.
As long as you know what, I'm sorry, not to drag on the conversation. As long as I'm not in there and Devin Booker's not in there, I don't care.
So Katie's in there. And
Man didn't say. Man did not say the two other people that are in the room with him right now recording the pod. He said Devin.
He's showing his true colors.
We always value energy on the show, and that's that comes with honesty. And so I wouldn't, you guys are two of my closest friends. I wouldn't want to lie to you.
But with that, right? You know that neither one of you have children at the moment. I've seen this one. It's a good one. This is a speed question. You're on a boat. If you had children, if you had a child, let's say one child, in a boat, child, and significant other. Boat tips over. Who you saying first?
This is a joke.
Dead serious.
Oh, my child.
Child. Who you saying
Oh, yeah.
first?
Child.
So, just gonna put this out there. I don't even like to answer this question, but when I seen someone ask this and they answered it themselves, they said, "I'm going to save my wife because I can make another child." I was like, "Damn, that's kind of a good point."
That's a good point, but
It
like,
basically sound like
you can
if something happens to my wife, I'm already moving on. Like,
can you not make a child with another woman?
Yeah, but if that's the love of your life,
I understand that, but now again, you as a father, right? Right now, what is the one thing or person? Again, I think I know the answer to this question that you love the most in this world.
yeah, my son. I would want his mother or whoever else is with, I would want them to save my son first. I would want that. But
Yeah, I'm glad you said that.
But I would understand. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel the same way, but I understand someone who feels that way. When I said this to my mother, when I seen her, like when I said the answer and I seen her reaction, I was like, oh, this person might have been onto something. Because even her reaction was like, oh, I didn't think of that.
Actually, no. What's your answer? What would you say?
I don't like that. I would likely want. I think by nature, I think our train of thought is to save the child because they've lived the least, and you want them to have the experiences.
my girl also said the same thing. It's not like the boat thing, but like say she's giving birth, and like it's like that situation between the child or her. She told me like the child comes first.
Now, yeah, I understand that. Here's where I guess
that might be a little different though.
Yeah, I said
it's like that situation. The same thing with the boat situation.
But the baby has literally lived no life. If this child is, let's just say 5 or 6 years old, that's different from an unborn baby.
It's
like
still a child.
It is absolutely a child. I'm not, I'm agreeing with you to that point. But saving a life or death situation for a 5 or 6 year old is different from an unborn child. I think that's different because you know what I'm saying? Like the unborn child has literally lived no life yet, so they don't know what it's like to live life.
They've had zero experiences. You've had zero experiences with them, so that like you wouldn't hold on to those experiences without them. You know what I'm saying? Like if you lose a young child who's gone to Disneyland, you've gone to the park 1,000 times. Once they're gone, you are now dwelling on that because you've lost those experiences and future ones. But if they haven't, I'm not trying to okay one or the other. I'm just thinking how your train of thought would kind of happen after it happened.
Yeah, like honestly, like it's, you have, there's, okay, maybe not all the time, but you hear of situations in which, baby didn't make it through the birth. And but that is, again, like that's like, I can't even imagine what that's like going through. But you're raising this, this kid that has grown up to be 5, 6 years old and who has now had an opportunity to live a life and knows like what it's like, hey, going to school and going to Disneyland and going to do all these things. That's different from, like, in that case, if I had a choice, honestly, now I probably have to be in the position, but right now, and again, my mind might change 2 weeks from now, but in that position in which it's either the unborn baby or my significant other, I'll probably save my significant other and make sure that she's okay. Because again, like to that point that you made, Tony, you can make another child. Now, again, it's different when the kid is 5 or 6 years old, or 7 or 8 or 9 or 10 years old. But an unborn baby who has never lived life, and so even to that point, now what kind of danger is the baby's life in? If the mother has passed, what kind of danger is the baby's life in after that? And having them grow up without a mother, and you doing it as a single parent. I think it's different. The situation is different when it's life or death between an unborn child and the mother, and a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9-year-old child, and your significant other. Maybe I should say, instead of just the mother.
Yeah, I got me about to tear up over here, man. But
We're
that,
just starting off with dark questions.
But that's the show. Like this, that's why I love this show.
That, to me, it was a genuine question when I was like, damn, that's a mind.
That was
screw
really
right
good.
there, you know what I'm saying?
That was a really
And
good
when I asked my
question.
mother, and then I gave her that person's answer, she was like, oh. And that's why I was like, I feel like it's a good one. So it's a good one.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, that was a really good one. I enjoyed that one.
This one I feel like is perfect for what we do. Is media coverage done?
In terms of what?
It's good follow up. Well, I feel like in the last, let's say, year, we've seen some unorthodox coverage. We've seen almost what do they call it? Open door coverage, almost like there's. Back in the day, there was always information that didn't come out to the public, so that there was, there were certain conversations that they could have within the organization that everyone didn't have to deal with the experience.
Like it's speculation.
Exactly.
Yeah.
A lot more like recent. All of the information is coming out, like everything, and so all the organization, the players, the fans, everyone has to deal with whatever the outcome is. And so I just feel like, one, we're almost leaning towards you have to have a little bit more experience in whatever the field is. Like, let's say you're covering basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Like, a lot of the athletes are starting to do podcasts now. So they're like, well, shoot, we don't really trust your opinion if you ain't never hooped.
That's the biggest thing that's come out recently.
Like,
in terms of media.
Yeah, and we look at football, baseball, hockey, like all of these sports. Like, if you've never check someone against the glass, how can you speak to it? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care if you're a football player and you get somebody helmet. You don't know what it feels like to be on the ice. And so, like, I feel like one media coverage is kind of changing, but in some way, shape, or form, like the old traditional media coverage may be done. It may be just player
oriented. To that point, I think there's different types of media. And I'm going to get really vague when I say this. I think there's national media, like when you have the ESPNs and you have the player podcasts and you have, like those big media outlets, ESPN, Fox Sports, NBC Sports, CBS Sports. Then you have local media coverage, right? For example, I work in local media. Like I've worked in sports media for the last 2 years, but it's just local. And so I think it's a lot different because you then focus on one area, right? Where we work Arizona Sports, and it's just Arizona Sports for the most. Obviously, we'll talk about the NBA playoffs. See, there you go. See, there you go. I don't think that was that
you
was.
said this is a show about facts and stuff, the truth, right?
That was unnecessary, hurtful comment, Tony. Now I don't even want to talk anymore. So because now my feelings are hurt.
You guys won yesterday, right?
Oh, okay. All right.
No?
Just no more feels.
So they didn't win?
Oh, okay.
I thought y'all won.
No.
No, they definitely crashed on the show yesterday.
I thought it was just because they let them score. I didn't know that they didn't. Damn, that one left.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, I think I could have hit a home run against Kevin Ginkley yesterday.
I should have kept my feelings to myself.
That's cool. I'm just gonna go play Frogger.
Hey, he's a great media guy. He's building. He's been contributing what he's learning there to what we're doing here. But we're growing as well. So they're doing something good over there.
Yeah.
Not the sports teams, but
no,
the
it's
media
nothing.
coverage.
There's zero good to talk about. Actually, it's kind of depressing.
You guys just talk about Arizona media, like.
You know what's funny? The only positive thing we have is hope.
Hope and dreams.
Hope and dreams.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is side street.
I guess.
Come on.
No, you gotta wait. But
So-
you're gonna come on the show in a little bit.
So
Okay.
I have a question.
Okay.
Will hockey come back to AZ?
Eventually, just not by the same ownership group. Alex Morello is one of the So, sorry, I don't want to stray too much off topic again. I know I'm kind of rambling. Alex Morello. I went to the press conference I worked it where it was Alex Morello, Gary Bettman, the commissioner of the NHL, and they had a press conference in which what's the plan for the Coyotes? Will they come back? Because the whole thing was they didn't have a place to play. They didn't have a place to play because they were playing at the ASU hockey arena, and that holds
What was
2,500
the
people,
reason
5,000 people.
for the desert?
Couldn't come up with an agreement. Couldn't come to an agreement on whether they were going to still play there or move on somewhere
I
else.
can only imagine what the air conditioning bill is.
Because that and to keep the ice cold. Oh my goodness. I think it will eventually. I am praying and hoping that it's not the same ownership group. Because I don't want to go off too much on him, but about my thoughts on Alex Morello and how he handled the entire situation. But it was pretty pathetic. But so when you talk about national media and local media, I think local media is a lot better for and this is not just me biased. This is not just biased, but I think local media sports coverage is a lot better because it's sports. Like, and it's not like sometimes it can be biased takes, but like a lot of the times that's what you want to listen to, especially if that's the team you root for. Like before I worked at Arizona Sports, I listened to the Arizona Sports. I listened in the car when I'm driving when I had my old job.
8.7.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I listen to them all the time. And now I work with them, so it's cool. But I would listen to them because I am a Cardinals fan. I'm a Suns fan. I'm a D-backs fan, and I was a Coyotes fan. Huh? Me too. We have won championship since I wasn't even alive when we won the championship. Since 2001, we've won. But I think in terms of that, national media coverage, I think is very close to coming to an end. In terms of the Stephen A. Maybe not because he's been around for so long, but
I agree though. I think that is kind of coming to an. I think there will still be people who do it, but they won't get as much coverage.
No.
Like you won't have as big names as Stephen A. We're gonna have the Shannon Sharps, what's the other guy LeBron was just on the show?
Steve Nash?
No. He was on the show. What's the other guy who took the pod? He does football a lot too. He's always doing crazy stuff when they go live. I can't remember that.
Ocho?
Another pod guy. Pat.
Oh yeah.
Pat show. Like that. Those are I feel like that's the new way of media coverage.
Yeah.
That's exactly.
Also,
I'm not mad against it. I'm not mad.
Oh no, I'm with
what's his name? Dan Levitar.
Yeah, he's something like him. Bill Simmons is as well as yeah.
He says the most ridiculous things, and then he contradicts it like
immediately.
So you guys aren't big fans of the Herd?
No, I used to be, but
that was before. I feel the same. I feel like I was a fan of a lot of those people before we started getting the player's perspective.
Yeah.
Just the other day, I heard Dan Levitar say something about Jason Tatum, and of course, I'm a little bit biased too. But then when I heard what he said, I'm like, he's like, where's Jason Tatum's moment? And I'm like, bro, the man got like 5, 6, 7 moments. He's like, well, do you not watch basketball?
He's also a Miami guy too.
You don't need to be. I'm sorry, but it needs to stay to your region.
Yeah.
Like you don't need to be national. If this is because it's almost like you don't understand national basketball. Like, how can you speak to this man has more success than anybody on your team?
Mm-hmm.
And so I always do that. Like when you point your finger, remember there's a couple pointed back at you.
Yeah, there's always guess what your response pointed back.
So like go look at your team and the people that you coverage every day before you start talking bad about somebody else, because now we can talk about your team and now what you're gonna say.
Exactly. That's why I gotta watch what I say on GSM. Yeah. I can't even say anything about anybody's team. If they immediately, we're the Suns. Devin Booker this, Devin Booker that.
That's why I just keep that up there. I don't even got to say it. I just point now.
Oh, okay. Again, just hurt. I'm gonna go play Frogger in real life.
With that, right? Move on right into the next subject. This is. Oh, actually, hold on. I got another one. Before.
No, not anymore.
They're not real tears.
I hate old people.
Have you ever, and I know you got a lady, so you maybe can't answer this question. Like you got like a lady, you know what I'm saying? Like y'all the hands down, cross down, like you've been looking for jewelry type stuff.
Oh yeah.
You ever
You
you ever think about like that old special someone that you had back in the day, right?
Mhm.
And wonder if you missed the love of your life, and then you remember that she had like Mexican Jordans.
Like the
Why'd you look me dead in my face after you said that? See, he ain't no good. He ain't no
I'm
good.
just saying, like,
Look me-
you know what I'm saying? Like there's different classifications for Jordans. And we know like Kev hold it down. Kev don't wear the other
Oh yeah.
he wears the mics that
You
Mike
seen Kev's shoe
wore.
collection?
Yeah, I have.
Oh,
So he
yeah.
wears the mics that
Mhm.
Mike wore. So he knows the difference.
I only own 2 pairs, but
He knows the difference. There I know Mexican people and they be like, yeah, those are the ones we wear. You know what I'm saying? And
oh
so
my god.
well, we live in Arizona. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love Mexican
Yeah.
people. I go to get their food twice a week. I'm just
No
saying
cap, boy. They can cook.
that there are specific Jordans that they like, no, I'm not spending 150 on those, but I'll go spend $70 on these ones.
And
They look a little bit like you just got another car. I'm saying that's what they do.
It's-
But I just wanted to ask that.
no, it's definitely a
Valid
conversation.
question, right?
Yeah, no, it's definitely a conversation we
So
would have
yes
to
or
have.
no?
Huh?
Like,
Well, honestly, I kind of got threw off by the Mexican Jordan thing.
you have to direct that into your eyes, or what?
Yeah, like that was like no, because he looked at me with a dead face, like one, like he'd look at me like just like that, look at him, just like that.
I wanted to know, like,
just expected me not to like start crying laughing.
some people are into the Jordans like that.
Man, if that's what you want to do, you can do it. But we're gonna have to have a conversation because I'm not because
Team meeting, babe.
team bring it in, huddle up.
We might as well switch it on over to Devin Booker's, baby.
Yeah, because that's cool. Because that's cool and all, but oh, where are your friends? Why can't I meet your friends? Oh, they're busy today. They all got.
And then she
Yeah,
might
'cause
start asking, when can I meet your parents?
Oh yeah.
So before I lighten the mood, so it's kind of a two-part question. I'm glad that Doug is free. Free to Spider. He's out. But there's been an awful lot of the past 2 years. An awful lot of artists getting locked up,
Mhm.
jail, just a lot of controversy. One, what kind of impact do you think that this is having? So I think this is where the show gets exceptional to me because we have different perspectives.
Mhm.
I'm 40 plus, y'all are in your mid-20s, and so there's just different levels of understanding certain things. When I was coming up, Biggie, Tupac. I mean, there was Big L. There were other artists that lost their lives, but Biggie and Pac were like the largest artists. I don't know like who you guys' favorite artists are, but I mean, there's been an abundance like Juice World, yeah, X, Mac Miller. Like, there's been a lot of artists, not all due to um, like street drama, I guess is what you would call it. Some people are just overdosing or whatever the case may be. But what do you guys think is going to be the outcome? Because the kids tend to follow entertainment. They look up to a lot of these artists. What's going to be the outcome of just all of this in the future? Like, do you think a lot of these young kids are actually just following the footsteps? Are they going to learn from these examples? And that's kind of the preface to it, because my real question is, why do people want to be bad? Like, what? Like, why do we? I feel like people literally work hard to be bad.
I guess it's you want to look tough, you want to look like intimidating,
It's because you're trying to please other people.
trying to follow the crowd.
Yeah, I mean that's the biggest thing. I think to me, now Tone, to answer your question, I think if whoever does find the answer to that question is going to be a very wealthy man, very wealthy person. I just, a lot of people are too into people pleasing. I'm gonna dress this way because I want such and such to think I'm cool. I'm gonna wear
To get noticed.
You want to get noticed. And so, as kids, that was big, right? In school, you want to be a popular kid. Middle school, and then high school, you play sports, and you're on the big boards, and you're playing in front of these crowds. And I've never really like cared. Like the only thing I've really like cared about is when I was playing baseball. Like, okay, well, yeah, if you're a scout, I want you to think I'm good, so that you want me to come play for your school. But I wasn't wearing arm sleeves and pants. And if I want to do that, eye black. Like if I want to do that, I want to do it because I want to wear it, not because I want such and such to think I look cool.
I just want to say he was popular in high school. That's all I want to say.
Every time I went to go talk to Kevin, he just knew every person. I couldn't talk to him for more than 2 minutes without, yo, Kev, what's the word? Kev, what's happening?
You know what's funny
Those
is
are Jordans.
no, I didn't.
Oh
really
yeah,
wear Jordans
what
in
he
school
used
like
to.
that.
I'm telling you, no, stop it.
Okay, I did.
I was gonna say, I was like,
I was a big sneakerhead in high school.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was like, no,
You know,
don't.
it's
no.
crazy you say that.
Cappy.
It's crazy you say that because like some people I didn't even know their name. That's scary.
Damn, that's popular right there.
That, right? I'm telling. I couldn't even get a few minutes to
They
talk
gotta
to
watch
Kev.
this pod and cuss you out. Bro, you ain't know my name.
It was like, well, I went to go dap you up. You ain't even know my name. But I don't know. That's just me. Like in high school, I was really quiet. I talked to.
He had a lot of friends. He had a lot of friends.
Like I knew a bunch of people, but like that's only because I played basketball. And so when they saw me, it's like oh, you're on the basketball team. You're on the baseball team. Not because I went and introduced myself to other people. I had a small circle of friends, just like I do now, even smaller now though. But I had a small circle of friends, and I, during passing periods, I go talk to a couple of them, and then I move on. Like I didn't go out to parties or anything. I didn't go out to because I didn't care to.
Yeah, I wasn't that popular myself. They they didn't even know my name. They called me Shooter.
I know you were popular.
No,
What they call you?
Call me Shooter. My junior year in high school,
Oh.
they just called me Shooter. they know my name.
I'm now on calling you Shooter.
That's crazy.
I will never call you by your name again.
Shooter.
Like the first, I want to say the first month after basketball season started, still they didn't know my name. They just called me Shooter.
For the rest of your life,
Shooter.
Shooter. I'm gonna call you Shooter.
Just in public. Hey, Shooter.
Like I'll do it in public, like at the mall.
You know what I'm gonna do?
Like imagine.
You ever seen that the little kid? And he's got the cowboy boots on, and he's like dancing the cowboy music, and Hendrix used to do it when he first in the video.
Really?
The love doing
Like
it.
imagine, imagine being on the plane. Like, hey, Shooter.
Oh,
man.
I'm a point right at Tone too. I'm gonna point right at him. So yeah, that's Shooter. That's Shooter right there. That's Shooter. Oh, and the mall too.
I'm gonna get on the plane and pull out my prayer rug. That's crazy, y'all laughing. That's crazy, y'all. No, my family was very religious. We're Muslim. Allahu Akbar.
I think he's crying. I think he's actually crying.
Y'all know good. Yeah. Oh my gosh,
A prayer rug is crying.
That is the most insane thing I've ever heard, bro. That is insane. Can we leave that in the video?
Why not?
Is that okay?
I ain't gonna lie. That'd be like if we just do a movie. You ever seen like Soul Plane?
No, I never seen
Yeah,
that.
yeah. I watched Soul Plane, but then
I've heard that movie's like awful.
So they used to have movies called Airplane, and they would literally just film like just them on a flight, and then the craziness that happens on the flight be like wild stuff. Give me a couple more minutes, like 20 minutes, okay? I'm gonna call you in a second, so you can. I got a question to ask you for the show, okay? But yeah,
Is
I
that
feel like
not?
that's the type
They
of
caught
stuff
me
that
off
we could do.
guard.
Is that not the most insane
They
thing?
caught me
you've
off guard.
Okay, my bad. My bad, Shooter. I'm I'm done. I'm done,
I
bro.
feel like that's a good one.
So people call you Shoe before they called you Wave?
Yeah, this is literally in high school, and so I had braids at the time, and I don't think I've ever told you my story. Yeah,
I know what to play with outside.
find something. That's what you do. That's your job.
Can I play something in the backyard? No, I mean in the garage.
No, you can't go in the garage. What are you looking for?
No, and then again, I'm going to the garage and find something to play with.
Hendrix, you gotta wait a second. So yeah, I moved to Tucson my sophomore year in high school, and then I moved back to Boston, and the school I went to was kind of rough. But I'd never been in high school in Boston. Like as far as public schools, I went to a private school my freshman year.
Oh, he got money.
No, my mother filed for some type of grant or whatever, and I had to pass a test, and they gave me a scholarship type of thing, but it was expensive. Yeah, I was never in that high school, like in the public school system, and so when I got to this school, no one knew me. My brother was like quiet as hell, kind of nerdy type of dude. He'd have lunch, and he'd go upstairs with his best friend into the classrooms, and they eat lunch.
Oh, it's a 2-story.
The four-story building.
Damn.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, the city's different.
Oh
City's
yeah,
different.
that's nasty work.
We actually had a tag board. So like my school was kind of wild, rough. We didn't even have our accreditation my junior year. It might have been the year before I got there. Like if you graduate, you don't get any credits for it. You would then have to go pass another test
in order to get into
college. And so we had a board that was probably about as big as just from that closet all the way to the wall. Big silver board that they would paint over like every quarter, and you could tag on it, and it was on every floor. I went on every floor, and so everyone's name until like the gang started crossing out each other's names and stuff like that. It was cool. It was cool to do, and it stopped people from drawing on their lockers and in the lunchroom stuff like that. But I was quiet. Nobody knew me, and yeah, my brother tried out like the first 2 days, and then he gave up, but nobody knew me. No, I mean, like literally, no one knew me at all.
That's a cool story by Shooter.
Yeah, Shooter. Had a boy Shooter.
Matter of fact, yeah, I think I'll probably get somebody from my high school on the pod one of these times.
Oh, that'd be fire.
Could you imagine running down the hallways like, "Hey, Shooter"?
Yo, that's crazy. I was about to say it, and it clicked on. That's wild.
But yeah,
I hope you get canceled. I hope you get canceled.
It depends on what school you're at. You know what I'm saying? If there's people from the mountain and it's
oh yeah, that might be a little rougher time. Tight John.
But yeah, I just want to let everybody know we just shot a new intro for our other show, and it's freaking awesome. So check that out.
That was pretty awesome, man.
Freaking awesome, man.
That was pretty freaking cool.
Lots of laughs and bloopers.
Huh?
Lots of laughs and bloopers in the.
You guys have a favorite cereal?
Yeah, mine has my name on the box.
Excuse.
Oh,
they're great.
Well, you kind of look like the tiger.
I'm gonna say Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
I've never had that. That's my brother. My brother's
You
favorite.
disgust me.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That's kind of a Negro cereal right there, my brother.
That is a little bit of that cereal has a little pigmentation, and I know, and you disgust me because you never had it before.
So should I have said Cocoa Puffs then?
I don't think Cocoa Puffs. I lived in the hood. I ain't never had nobody say, "Yo, you want some Cocoa Puffs?"
That's a good point.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch is like top tier.
Yeah,
it's good.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Fruity Pebbles, Fruit Loops.
That's
not Cheerios. Like those
Fruity Pebbles.
Bang, 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 bang. Those is guaranteed that somebody crib.
Yeah, but it's never like the actual like brand. It's always
the off brand,
the big bags. Yeah.
Fruity,
you probably got the Fruity Loops.
No, I've had those big bags before.
Oh,
I don't know why you swear you think I'm rich.
I told you his great grandmother was half something.
Yeah,
me?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, it's because after the Cinnamon Toast Crunch, like how like you stuff the milk in the bowl, That cinnamon milk, like, it tastes good afterwards.
Yeah, and it turned you a little bit.
Excuse me?
Turned them a little bit.
Oh, I thought you said turn them on a little bit. I was like, okay.
No.
What is going on through your mind right now?
I'm just saying. I mean, if that's
He's
you
been
know,
having a difficult week.
has been
Pardon
on
him.
him.
Very rough.
This one you might have to do a little bit of thinking. So I'll give y'all whoever doesn't answer first, whoever's on
Ouch.
point. Oh, matter of fact, I'll just share my list. And I know this is actually should be a good one because we have different generations of music. Dream collaborations. Give me 5 of them, just 5. I'm gonna start with mine though. I'm gonna start with mine, and then y'all can work. Think about yours.
I can't think of 5.
You can't think of 5.
I got 2 right now.
I'm about to mess y'all up. So, my first one will be MJ and Prince. We've never heard Michael Jackson and Prince on the same record, so that's just one. My second one would be MJ and The Weeknd, because to me The Weeknd sounds he's very.
You know,
similar
you
to
just
Michael
gave me an
Jackson.
idea. That's a really good one though. He's just here.
Michael Jackson.
See, there you go. Can't wait for his new album to drop.
Yeah, it's called "I Just Beated It."
Oh, hey, you won one today, ain't you, Shooter?
Prime Lil Wayne and NBA YoungBoy, but Prime Wayne. So it's not like this Wayne.
They got something.
Yeah,
Here.
but that's not Prime Wayne.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
talking Prime
Like
mixtape
2000s,
Wayne.
mid 2000s. Yeah. Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
How many is that? 3, 4?
That's 3. I got King Von and Biggie Smalls.
It's another guy I can't wait for. Man, I can't wait for both their albums to come out.
R.I.P. R.I.P.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious, this man.
My bad. That's on me.
And then my
on
last
me.
one. This is not my last one because I actually have about 20 of them on this list, but the last one I'm going to share right now will be Tupac and J. Cole.
That's a good one.
That is a really good one. Wow. That's number 1?
That's the last one I'm going to share. No, I have plenty more.
Or no, like in terms of your top 5. You have a list? Like the order?
No, they're actually not in order, honestly. They're not in order.
Okay. I think I can. Let me see. You want to go first?
If I go right now, I can probably name 3, then think of 2 more.
Okay, you name 3 and then I'll name 3.
Has Kendrick and J. Cole ever had a song together?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
They have?
Yeah.
And it's I want to say it came out in the last year and a half, 2 years.
Yeah. I'm like 90%. Yeah, I'm 90% sure they have a song together.
Does X and Lil Baby have a song together? Like, do they have a song together?
I don't think so.
Triple X?
Yeah, XXX Tentacion.
Little Baby? I don't think so.
I don't think so. That's a good one though. It's a really good one.
Yeah.
What about X and Juice WRLD?
That's why I was like, but I feel like they do have songs.
Do they have a song together?
I know they used
There's
to rock.
no way they don't.
Yeah.
I think they do. There's no way they don't have.
Because
A
I think
song
Trippie
together.
Red and X has a song
Hey,
together.
yeah.
I think.
I'd assume. I think Trippie Red got songs with Juice too.
Damn, I'm impressed, Shooter. You know all these guys?
Yeah. No, I'm from the city. I'm from the town, man.
And none of the guys we named from the town.
Have you
Nah,
guys
but I'm just
listen
saying we
to?
heavily in the music.
You guys
Oh,
listen to Ski Mask, the Slum God?
oh yeah.
I don't listen to him, but I'm familiar.
Side note: Ski Mask. I've been to his concert twice. 2 best concerts I've been to.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, fantastic performer.
Ever?
Yes, he's like
Quick side note: top three shows. So you got Ski Mask, and who's your third?
no. I'll use Ski Mask as 1. I'll use Ski Mask as
Okay.
1. I'll Ski Mask 1. Kendrick 2.
You gonna see the Baby
Ooh,
3?
you seen Kendrick live?
Yeah,
Oh,
in Miami.
yeah.
Rolling Loud?
In Miami, huh? Yep, Rolling Loud. And I don't know what was being said or what was happening. It's close though. Right now I'm between. I was gonna say Bad Bunny.
Cardi? Oh, Bad Bunny?
Oh my god, when you talk about putting on a show,
Yeah.
Bad Bunny puts on a show.
So
Oh man, I was gonna say either Bad Bunny, The Weeknd, or which he was also fantastic. He was amazing. And Chris Brown. Chris Brown was cool.
see Breezy. I heard he definitely puts on the show.
Oh, for sure. I'll go. I'll go to Baby. Fuck it, I'll go to Baby because he
Little Baby or the baby?
the Baby.
Okay.
Little Baby's okay.
That
But
was like
nah.
his favorite artist for like a while.
Yeah, I have a new favorite artist now.
Big X.
Who?
Big X the Plug.
I don't know. If I'm
He's
familiar
he's
with that
he's,
one.
he's,
He's a-
getting big like since like last year, 2024.
What's he look like?
Yeah, he kind of he's damn big.
Big black dude.
Yeah, big
I
black
wonder
dude
if that's the dude
dreads.
that I posted on.
He has a country song. I actually listened to that.
Oh, I
country
love
song.
it. Oh,
That's a good
yeah.
song.
I wonder,
Yeah, all
I
the
think I
way.
posted it. Was he on the radar?
He's been on the he's been on the radar.
Because I posted some.
I think he's been on the radar.
Have you seen Jalen Green's Wingstop commercial? That's a song playing.
on the biggest.
the large?
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, that's on top.
yeah, that's
I'm singing
tough,
every-
right?
everywhere we go.
My
Huh?
favorite
You
song
know,
by him.
just be singing the song.
My favorite song by him. It actually has changed me.
Yeah,
Yeah, Change Me's a
I like
really
Change
good
Me.
song. Change, I
We
love
got
Change
Charlotte
Me. That was my
Sale.
favorite song on the album.
So you've been in concerts?
No, I do want to go to.
You never been to a concert?
No,
Oh man.
I do want to go to a Bruno Mars concert.
Oh Bruno, I
said
gotta
my
go. To
homie
Bruno.
that does the bodyguard for Jalen Brown right now. He used to bodyguard for Bruno Mars.
I heard his concert.
Wild,
was amazing.
Yeah, I gotta go to Bruno. That's another one.
He
Too.
said Bruno was a genuine dude. My boy went from being a bodyguard for I think it was Drake or Future, one of them. I know he summer 16 to doing Bruno Mars and now Jalen Brown.
That's crazy. Yeah, Bruno, he does sound like a genuine dude, but he's probably a
I
gambling
for
dude
sure want to
too.
go to a Coldplay concert.
Coldplay's another good one.
Or Coldplay's a good
Coldplay.
Is that
Good one. Who sings that?
That's Linkin Park, huh?
Huh?
Is that Linkin Park?
Cause
Well,
I-
let Linkin Park sing that.
Because
now.
I was about to say, isn't Coldplay like because you're a star, or something like that? Through the
Bro, how you
sky,
gonna
sky full of
say you wanna
stars?
go
Yeah, I think so.
I think say you want to go to the concert, and then you gonna ask.
Because that's like the only song I know. Sky
You
full
want
of
to go to their
stars.
concert? You only know one song.
That's the song I know.
Hey,
Actually, I know-
I hope
I know-
they play that song.
I know another song. I know
the whole show.
Viva La Vida. That's another
I
good
hope
song.
they
by
play
them.
that song the whole show. So you money well spent. bro. So the concerts that I've been to, don't forget y'all still got some collabs to drop. But the shows that I've been to, I went to see the Cash Money Records. What was it? Cash Money Rough Riders tour. I think that was like 99.
Oh, my dad used to like them. He has a shirt.
It's funny.
Yeah.
It was dope show. Dope show.
Okay, I didn't even mean it like that.
DMX, honestly, DMX killed it. Like everybody did what they were supposed to do, but DMX, I've never seen anyone perform like that. He's running this way, that way, jumping on the speaker, jumping off the speaker.
That's so dope.
Like he was everywhere.
That's fire.
And then I've seen Jay-Z twice, and Jay-Z's not really like entertaining as far as performance. I guess like I don't want to say performance because that is how he performs, but like he's not energetic, running back and forth and jumping. But it's like the way he uses his lyrics and he kind of just gradually paces on the is just.
That's kind of how Kendrick is. Now that that's kind of how Kendrick is
Yeah.
live. Yeah. It's kinda how Kendrick is.
And I'd say the last person. I don't even know who I would say the last person is. Yeah, that. I guess Drake. Future's.
You saw Drake?
That's went to Summer 16 out here.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, my boy had me. I was playing horse with Drake and his peoples on the practice court, the Suns practice court.
Did you beat them?
That was my boy Russ. He played college ball. He won.
I didn't ask. I didn't ask what
Nah,
what level of basketball,
Russ
but
is nice. Russ is nice. Shout out Russ.
yeah.
Russell.
I mean, if you played him 1-on-1, I understand. But horse, thought that was supposed to be your game, sure.
It was, but I ain't gonna lie. We had NBA basketballs. It caught me off guard a little bit.
Okay.
I didn't expect to even. I was dressed. I wasn't in ball gear and that, but no excuses. I lost.
Oh well, it didn't sound like no excuses. He sounded like he came
All
up
right,
with a
couple
couple
excuses.
Yeah. All right,
Speaking
well,
of concerts, isn't the weekend concert like today or like?
yeah, it's coming up. I don't know when it is.
It's
but-
here.
Yeah.
I just did see something recently that he like.
He like
Popped
popped
up.
up at a film
Yeah.
premiere. Yeah.
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 Okay.
All right,
So-
Kev. What are you-
Yeah, I was gonna say one of y'all. Dream collabs.
Ski Mask and King Von.
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah.
Who's the little is Ski Mask the young white kid that been popping off?
No,
on the
no, no.
radar?
He's black. Ski Mask is
Who's
black.
the young kid, the white kid that been popping off on the radar?
Killer Roy.
That That boy, I ain't gonna lie, he can slide.
He's nice. I mess with Leroy.
I want
So.
a Charlie Puth and Leroy collab.
That's another good one.
Charlie Puth has an amazing voice.
Yeah, that boy can sing.
Yeah, I gotta look into
That boy from See You Again.
Wiz Khalifa.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
And
him.
we're sticking with Puth again, and we're gonna say Bruno.
That's a good one.
Bruno Mars. That's 3.
Is that 3?
Yeah, that's 3.
I'm gonna go with Lil Wayne and Big X.
Those are like his favorites.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Lil Wayne.
So that should be perfect dream collab then.
Oh yeah, because Lil Wayne and Baby already got the song. I got a song together. And then I go. Who's the other one? The Baby and Eminem.
That actually would be a fire song because they
Yeah.
both got crazy flow.
Yeah.
If they came up with Hendrix, they had a good topic,
Mm-hmm.
dope beat.
They'll go
That'd
off.
be fire. That'd be
Oh, for
fire.
sure. Yeah, that's Eminem is also in my top 5 favorite all time list.
Yeah,
Love
he's
him.
definitely not in my top 10.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's
Well,
what we're just saying.
just because he's from the mountain, doesn't mean you have to hate
No,
him.
I like M as a lyricist, but to me, there's something in the music when I can relate.
That's fair.
And I didn't do the drugs that he did. I never disliked my mother to that level.
You should try him sometime. No,
I'm cool.
well, thought I'd offer you a good time, but
You can enjoy life without those.
I'm
I'm pretty sure Eminem does right this moment. Enjoy life without those.
yeah. I mean, I guess I have so far.
I
So
mean, he is a grandfather now, so
he's a grandfather. And who else was I gonna say? I'm gonna go with Polo G and Bruno Mars.
Oh, damn.
I like that mix and match flow.
Yeah,
Damn, that's a good one. I think I gotta draw one more because y'all dropped like your favorite. Who's your favorite artist right now?
Lil Baby.
And you said who and Lil Baby?
I haven't said
You
Lil
didn't
Baby
say- Oh,
yet,
so
no.
then
Because-
no, you said X and Lil Baby.
No, I didn't.
Oh no.
No,
Oh okay.
because Lil Baby he already collabed with 21.
Yeah, I rock
Those,
with
those are my
21
favorite
Time.
collabs.
So that's probably a song that I would want to hear. It's a little different, but I think it would be 21 and Hove. I rock with 21 on features. He's tough on features, but I ain't Jay-Z. I ain't
What about Psy and Little Baby?
who? Who's
So-
side? Who's side?
Gangnam Style.
I'm just asking, bro. It's just as a genuine question.
You know how to do the dance?
Is it like this or am I?
Hey,
Kevin, I promise I'll sell you $100. You get up, start doing the dance right
I'm
now.
not doing.
I'll sell you $100.
I'm not.
I will do it as soon. My phone is. We're using my
I
phone to
am not
record.
doing the dance.
Publix, come here.
Get out,
Sit
Hendrix,
down.
do
I
the
gotta
dance.
ask you a
Huh?
question.
No,
Hendrix
I want
do
you
the dance.
to.
No, I'm not doing the dance.
Aren't you like related? Okay, my bad. I'm sorry.
Hold on, I gotta find it.
But all right, I got to think of 2 more.
I got one.
Yeah. All right. What you got?
Hold on, we gotta wait.
I'm gonna say
Guys,
I'm actually not sure if they do have a song. They might not. I'm gonna say Comethazine
Sit back.
Oh, okay.
and Young Boy.
Those are 2 violent human beings put together.
And you can create a fire song with that.
Yeah, that song would literally create crime.
You hear me? Comethazine and Young Boy.
Man, you're trying to. That's like the end of the world song or something.
Oh
Like that.
yeah,
But you tell me that song wouldn't go hard on
That-
in parties.
that song would kind of go crazy in parties, but I just I'm gonna go a little softer. I'm gonna go. Okay, I have one. I need to think of another.
You know, I'll end up with my fifth.
yeah,
Hmm?
it will.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
It would be.
Prime Sam Smith.
Okay.
And
That's a
Charlie
good one. That's a good one. Actually, that's a
They,
good one.
they have a song already, don't they?
Puth. I don't think they do.
Sam Smith and
Yeah, I
Charlie
think
Puth?
so too.
Let me look it up. Let me go.
I'd go. You know what? I'll go. I don't know if they have a song. I hope they don't. I go Lil Wayne and Mary J.
Large?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I'd assume that they do.
Right? You
But
think
I'm
you
not
think so?
100%.
Yeah.
I don't know for sure.
That's a good one though.
Okay.
All right, hold on. We're gonna ask you your question,
Yep.
and we'll jump back. Actually, no, we can move on. We can move on. So this is a question for everybody, but we're gonna ask Hendrix first.
Okay.
If you could have one dinosaur for a pet, which one would it be?
I guess I see you again.
Definitely
10% to me.
A puppy.
That's not a dinosaur.
I think it would be like a triceratops.
Triceratops?
Wait,
Why-
sorry,
why would
Dad.
you
Sorry,
want
Dad. Can you say
So
can you say the question one more time?
Okay, so hold on. What did I ask you? What was the question I asked you?
If I had one dinosaur, what animal would that be?
No, what if you could have one dinosaur for a pet? Which kind would it be? Which one?
A Brachiosaurus.
A Bronchiosaurus?
Yes.
So you went from a Triceratops to a Bronchiosaurus.
Yes,
Why'd you switch it up?
because the Brachiosaurus can like act that so I can like slide down the
The long neck?
yeah.
So now you want your pet to be like a toy. Goodness gracious. I don't think your pet is gonna enjoy it. But I understand, like if you got something that's high up outside, stuck in the trees, you can be like, "Come here, Brontosaurus," and then you can like climb up his neck and get it. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I just said.
Oh dang. All right.
Oh my goodness.
Well, we appreciate your insight, brother.
Appreciate it. Yes,
I'm not
sir.
your brother.
Appreciate your insight, son.
Look, there's a spider.
Ah!
Do you want to hear their answers, or are you gonna go out and play it again?
What you say?
Do you want to go? Do you want to hear their
Yeah.
answers? Yeah, you want to hear their answers.
Mhm.
All right.
Alright.
So, who do you want to hear from first, Kev? Kev or Mom?
Let's start with Kevin.
We'll start with Kevin.
I'm gonna say a Spinosaurus,
A Spinosaurus?
only because
That's a good one.
that is a good one, huh? Only because they're both able to hunt inland and water.
Yeah, that's really good. That's true. That is really true.
And I don't know. I just thought they were always cool. I thought they were a little cooler than T-Rexes.
Yeah, because they have spines on their back, just
Yep.
like Triceratops.
I was gonna say a Stegosaurus.
Yeah.
The dinosaur I would want as a pet is Tony Shooter Watson.
What? That's not it. That's not an animal.
That's who I want. That's who I.
That
That's
sounds
the
like
dinosaur I'd want as a
that
pet.
sounds like a man. Listen,
Yeah, that does sound. Who does that sound like?
What name did he say?
tell me again.
Huh?
Say it again.
Tony Watson, aka Shooter.
Me.
That-
Why would you say my name?
that is your middle name and your last name.
Yeah.
Hendrix Tony Watson.
Tony Watson.
Yes.
His name is Hendrix Tony Watson. So
Oh, is it? Oh.
So why would you say my name? That is not even a
Sorry.
dinosaur.
Sorry. No. I was
Change it,
I was talking about Dad.
What? My
Dad-
dad?
Your dad's a dinosaur.
Dad, he is not a
He's trying
dinosaur.
to call me old.
Ah!
Yeah, get him.
Prehistoric.
You're going crazy.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I'll go T-Rex. I'll go basic. You know,
You did this.
How are you gonna survive?
huh?
How are you gonna survive having your own pet?
Why?
That's like
You gotta
having
tame it.
Because-
the
because-
wildest
because-
pit bull ever.
Because I
No,
lock in, right? So I have this special ability.
Oh, so you
Right.
gonna be like homie in the latest Jurassic Park, to where he was like telling the which
Yeah.
which of the small ones that-
Velociraptors?
Yeah, the raptors.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'll literally be. You know when Paul George was like,
Your fingers,
Like,
your fingers about to
once-
get bit off.
once
Paul George, though,
But how are you gonna
Well-
survive your animal?
'Cause-
It's a T-Rex. It eats people.
well, so when I look at T-Rexes, right? Look them. I have a certain look. So when I look at them,
Mhm.
in the face, right,
Isn't that
eye to
what you do
eye,
when you're acting up?
huh? Yeah,
I do to him when he's acting up.
yeah. You know when you're acting up and Dad looks at you and you know you're in trouble. That's how I look at my T-Rex, and so that's when he starts listening to what I say.
Would you like a pancake?
Sorry.
Would you like a pancake?
Are you making pancakes for everybody? That boy Hendrix.
Yeah, that was a good good one. All right. Are you sticking around, or are you heading back out for your
I wanted
play?
you to see my science experiment.
Okay, well, go ahead out. I'll be out there in a couple minutes. Okay.
I'm just sitting
Yeah.
here.
No, go ahead. I'll ask a couple more questions.
Just one more.
One more. All right, you hear that, folks? I only got one more. One more question. I got the real
I'm
boss.
watching you.
The real boss said things are not in order at the moment.
Thanks to Hendrix for joining the show.
Yeah, shout out to
Go
Sunset.
ahead.
Shout out Neff.
All right, go back out there. Shout out to Sun. It's calling that because he shine like one. You know what I'm saying?
Would you like a pancake?
No, he's not done. He's actually back.
Mom,
Huh?
do you like the strawberry?
A strawberry? Oh no, thank you. Are you throwing imaginary strawberries at me? Hey, what's the best fruit? Now that I mentioned
The
it.
best fruit is, I'll say, grapes and strawberries and apples, and also blueberry.
So just all of them, essentially. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll say that.
All
Okay.
right. With that, thank you again.
Was that your actual question?
Go out.
I think so.
Go.
I don't know.
Andres, go ahead.
I got two.
For real.
Okay.
Go ahead. Thank you.
I like grapes.
Yeah, grapes are up there.
Man, so at his T-ball game, they came with some grapes. Them jokes was like King Kong grapes. I ain't never seen grapes. These grapes was like this. I'm like, are those small apples? Then that's what they did to me.
Yeah. You probably had to open your mouth real wide for them too.
Hey, I didn't eat any.
Oh,
but I was the kids were, and I'm
you
like,
sounded pretty excited.
I'm like
When you
that
started
looks
talking about it.
dangerous.
No?
Like the kids is eating them. Like somebody's about to, yeah.
No.
And I don't know. I think I like pods. I like bananas.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
Yeah,
what you would've
so-
picked.
You tell me
mean-
you don't like bananas, bro?
Monkey see, monkey do.
Hey, this is a consistently controversial show where we talk about sports, music,
Yeah.
entertainment.
What do you think about Trump?
You think he likes bananas too?
Let me ask him.
Call him.
Yeah.
Don't
I'm
get.
sure you got his number, or you can hack it somewhere.
It might ice you down though. I mean, so hold on. You know, we rarely talk about sports on this show, but I just wanted to ask y'all a pretty important question. Do y'all know Steve Kerr's
Son?
son's name?
Nick
Yeah.
Kerr?
See, there you go. You were quick to say that, weren't you, boy?
That's awfully comfortable.
There was no space in
Do
between
y'all
it either.
think that was
Intentional, yeah.
okay? All right. I just wanted a fairly important question.
I
I'm
was
glad
like-
we got that out there.
I think it was intentional.
When I
mean,
first heard that, I thought it was a joke.
yeah,
I was
me
like,
too.
"There's no way he would do that."
Common sense.
And yeah, especially being that he is, I'm like, he's a part of an affiliation of predominantly Knickers.
Oh,
So-
okay. All right. Well, what time was that? Did I have to edit that out?
I
Oh,
said
okay.
Nick Kerrs.
Oh,
Kerrs.
oh,
That's what I said. I
okay,
said Nick
well, yeah.
Kerrs.
Four.
But-
Now
but-
it's 4.
Could you imagine when teachers doing roll call or attendance,
That's
bro?
exactly why I like the whole.
But I mean,
why I asked.
I mean, as a teacher, you're probably calling him Nicholas.
What
You're
if
probably
it-
Nicholas
What if it just
Kerr.
says Nick, like just straight up Nick?
I think you're still gonna like call him Nicholas.
that's not his name.
Well, what if
Like,
it's,
that's like
and what if it's
my-
Nick?
On my, yeah, like on my name's not Leonard, but some people use Leon for Leonard. If it says Leon, you're not gonna call me Leonard. You're gonna call me Leon.
That's true. But you know, you're.
So is
you're
Or Tony for Anthony. You're not gonna just assume that my name is
So
Anthony.
is the teacher gonna be like Nick Kerr?
you know what? That's not a bad way to go about it. There's another. So actually, there's a baseball player. He just got called up for the A's, and so the A's is ran by their broadcasts are NBC Sports, and the NBC Sports sent out a message to the commentators, and so this player's name happens to be Nick Kurtz, and so NBC Sports sent out a message to the commentators and like, hey, when you talk about Nick Kurtz, make sure you put a space in between Nick and Kurtz.
Yeah, I think they're having the same problem up there in Toronto.
I'm gonna do. I think I kind of want to do that. I'm gonna name my first son Nick Kerr,
I mean, did you guys ever see that one video of like Ali and like this one host of a show when he said Arnold Schwarzenegger or no? Ali thought he said the actual word, and then Ali looked at me and he was scared. He thought he was about to get punched by Ali.
Yeah.
Wake up tomorrow with a headache.
Would you rather take a punch from Mike Tyson or punch a baby?
My mother said knock him out, not get knocked out.
You're thinking I'm not gonna lie, I'm dropping the elbow on that baby.
It
Wait,
depends.
it depends.
It depends. Did I sign something ahead of time?
Hmm?
Did I sign something? Because like I'm literally suing on the wake up. So
You signed an NDA.
Oh yeah.
Like
That little
how
homie gotta get it.
hard are you punching the baby?
What? Yo.
That's crazy.
Because you
What
said,
did you just say to me? We're not gonna talk about. Did you hear what he said?
what?
He said, "Little homie got to get it." I only said. The question was, would you punch him?
Not getting it.
Not get it. I'm just,
You gotta get the punch. You know what I'm saying? That's
okay. Thank you.
crazy.
Thank
Because
you.
like
For
how hard is the punch though?
like you got to punch this baby as hard as you possibly can.
Because I thought it was just like a light punch. I'm like, I'll do that.
No, because Mike Tyson is gonna punch you as hard as he possibly can. So you got to punch the baby as hard as you possibly can.
This might be the one time where I'm selfish.
The baby can grow its teeth back.
Or maybe he's young enough and doesn't have any teeth.
That too.
Because with us, our teeth are gone and permanent CT for the rest of our lives.
Oh, it's raps. We're all Antonio Brown.
I was about to say Aaron Hernandez.
Yo, why y'all gotta come for my guy, man?
It's your guy. Dog, what are you talking about? Your guy.
H, he did numbers.
What kind of numbers you talking about?
bro.
I forgot about those numbers.
Yeah, see, come on, bro. Are we gonna be able
It's tough.
this?
It's tough. And so here's the issue with that, right? We're gonna end the show shortly, but where do we draw the line? Because right, we're Americans.
Mhm.
This country was built on war.
Mhm.
We take and break all of the countries down.
Yep.
If you think that there are a trillion murders that would never been someone was ever held accountable for, then we fools. Only in America do we hold people accountable. Now, I will say, H was crossing some lines because it wasn't like people were trying to harm him or he was a part of some type of a gang or association where people they was warned.
Yeah.
He was literally killing people who stepped on a sneaker type stuff in a bar. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Like, there's a little bit of difference. He was kind of psychotic, just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
But
There, though.
Can't
There.
wait. Can't
But-
wait for his next
He was
album
a-
to drop.
damn. But he was doing numbers though.
He was a shooter. He was.
He was a hell of a tight end.
Attaboy shooter.
AH was definitely a good shooter too.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess we've kind of taken a turn, haven't we?
Yeah, this episode's
This is gonna literally get us canceled. This is
I don't think it's gonna get canceled. Bro.
this is where like
It's like Aaron Hernandez is like an
gonna-
invalid thing to bring up. Like, come on,
I'm
man.
gonna walk into work and my boss is gonna be like, "Hey, can I talk to you?" And then throw me out of the window. Throw me outside of the window and land right on my car. I said, "Yeah, you are a disgrace to the station."
goodness gracious, Gary. We appreciate you coming on the show though.
Yeah, attaboy.
You know,
I bring another perspective
Great-
onto
great.
the show, huh?
great first, great first episode for you, man.
Yeah, this was Oh, is that it?
Yeah, we can do a little wrap up. Similar to the similar to the collaborations. I was wondering if you had in the previous shows we've done video games. I don't know if you want to drop some of your video games, but I was going to ask if you have 5 movies that you want to see remade, like 5 nostalgic movies.
It's gonna be hard for you.
Cars 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, we're not even gonna ask, and that's why.
No.
That's why.
Oh, okay.
Like rewatch or remake.
No, remake. And then an additive if you've got someone that you think should star in that main role.
Owen Wilson.
That's your favorite actor?
Well, he does Lightning McQueen.
Who's that?
From Cars.
He voices Lightning McQueen. No.
I didn't know it was him.
Yeah, Owen
How
Wilson.
did I know? Just throwing the movie.
No, sorry. That's my bad.
No, I actually like him. He's funny.
He's funny. He's really funny.
So, you want me
Yeah,
cover you a second? I would say start with Maul, but he's only seen
Rush Hour.
2.5 movies.
Rush Hour is actually a very good series.
That's a really good series.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
Ooh, Rush Hour or Bad Boys?
That was another one, but they made too many of those though.
So I got 1, 2. I got 10. I'm gonna give my 10. We gotta think. I'm.
You said you want me to name 5 or 10?
I asked you for 5.
Oh, okay. I was about
But
to
while you know
Dang,
what
Kevin,
saying?
can you show a little ambition?
While you don't brain fart, you know what I'm saying? While you build,
my brain is fried.
You dig deep in the Rolodex. You know what I'm saying?
My brain is fried.
I think you'd literally get BTA if your brain was fried.
Like Aaron?
We gotta stop talking about it. we gotta stop talking
So
about
if there's any of these movies that you guys have seen,
Mhm.
feel free to chime in. But
The Brady Bunch.
I don't know what that is. What's that?
No, I think I saw you in it
The
one
first
time.
one will be this one's a little difficult because Bruce Willis is one of my favorite action actors. But Armageddon, I feel like they could do Armageddon over, and it would be just as popular as it was when it first came out.
Never seen it.
You never seen Armageddon?
Never.
Yeah, this part of the show, we're gonna throw like a sticker over Homeboy's face.
I thought you
I've
were about
never
to say
seen-
Die Hard.
I thought you were gonna say Die Hard too. I've also never seen that.
Have you ever seen The Fly? You guys have probably never seen that.
No.
So this is a movie. It's almost like a science fiction type of situation where the dude is trying to build a time machine where you can time travel.
So Back to the Future?
But he gets in the time machine and there's a fly that goes in it as well. And so it actually works. He goes from one little chamber to it's got like 2 chambers in the room, and he goes from one to the other. But through the process, him and the fly kind of join DNA, and he turns into he joins.
What are you talking about, bro?
It's an old school. See, this is why it's tough for old school movies to be remade now because
What is happening?
y'all gonna be like, hold on, that can't happen. Y'all gonna be literally in the movie theater like, whoa. That's not gonna work there. Where's the producer? Someone call the producer. We gotta remake it. We gotta remake the whole movie.
What's going on? You talking about joining DNA's to fly?
He turns into a fly, like he becomes a human fly.
How did he become a human fly?
Again, he was
The
in
fly
time
flew into the time
travel,
machine.
It flew into the time machine. So
Oh.
when it transferred, you know what I'm saying? Listen,
I
I don't
feel
know.
like that
I'm not a
could've been-
scientist. And this movie was made in like '89. You know what I'm saying?
So what were you? 27?
Goodness gracious.
Not bad.
And then so my third one.
Oh, the B movie I throw in there too.
Is it? It's like an explicit. The
No,
B,
no,
like
it's
the B word.
supposed to be like a Pixar Disney movie?
Yeah.
Yo, you gotta chill out with the cartoon.
What?
Goodness gracious.
What's
I
wrong
do
with the B
actually
movie?
have 2 cartoons on
It's
here.
the one lady having relations with the bee, huh?
What?
Oh yeah,
The bee movie.
B was getting busy. What?
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
That's
A woman falling for a bee.
That's not good for the kids. So my third one would be
I'm just
loving
saying.
basketball, just because I feel like the times now we have, we actually have women basketball players, and you know what I'm saying. I don't think the WNBA was popping back then.
Maybe not obviously not nearly as much as it is right now. But
Yeah, so but I feel like
I've also never seen Love and Basketball.
yeah. Matter of fact, yeah. Let's see the amount of movies that you have seen. Goodness gracious.
I'm being so dead.
I'm only on the 4th one. Bebe's Kids. You ever seen Bebe's Kids?
No,
Like, Kevin, you might like.
I don't even
that
know
one.
what that is.
There's a lot of racial
Oh, I for sure would like that one.
racial comedy in that one.
Oh yeah, that's for me right there.
Sandlot. You ever seen Sandlot?
Yeah.
I've actually never watched
So
it.
it's a
Wow.
baseball.
I know it's a
player
baseball
who's never
movie.
seen Sandlot.
Yeah, I've actually never seen the Sandlot.
I don't think.
I'm
I don't think you can
Bulls.
truly call yourself a baseball player if you've never seen Sandlot. We'll try to reach out to some baseball.
It's like how they
players
say,
and find out.
"You killing me, Smalls."
Yeah.
I do. Yeah, I do know that. I do know about that.
Roger Rabbit.
Absolutely not. I
Never
don't-
seen-
I don't
Roger
know what
Rabbit's
that
an actual. That's a cartoon movie. It's more of an adult cartoon.
is.
Because
But I feel like they
it
could
has
redo it.
Jessica.
Yeah, she stacked Patton. For a cartoon, yeah,
Yes.
cartoons shouldn't be stat padded like that.
Yes.
You ever
Excuse
seen
me,
with
you-
the Incredibles?
We're,
Miss Incredible?
Yeah.
we're talking about fictional characters.
You just told me that the bee was getting it in.
They had. I didn't think the bee was attractive. I'm just saying the bee was getting it
I
in.
didn't say that. I didn't say she was attractive. I said she
You said
stat-
you said she was stacked up.
Yes, they have her built in the movie the same way the Incredibles woman.
Like her.
I sat here and watched that with my baby mama, and she's like, "Why do she got hips like that?" I'm like, "That's the same question I'm trying to figure out. Why does my son need to see the hips on like they?" Just,
I guess you have a point.
and she was from the mountain. I'm like, they ain't even got too many mountain
she's from the
people
mountain
that's
too?
built like that.
Oh, it's about 8 of them in the world.
Yeah. Call me if you need someone to talk to.
Can't think of any movies right now.
You ever seen The Golden Child?
No.
Eddie Murphy?
Mm-mm.
Ah, boy. Reservoir Dogs?
No, I don't even know what that is.
All right, so we're going to have some homework for y'all. The Players Club.
No,
Goodness gracious. The Fifth Element.
no.
All right, I'm just going to keep going down the list. This is
Yeah,
like a
keep
new,
going,
this is a
keep
new
going.
dynamic to the show now. Now we're just trying to see what type of movies.
Eventually,
There is almost a 20-year difference, from the guess between myself or this particularly. 23?
Mm-hmm.
Damn,
22?
22. Yeah.
Yeah.
How? Oh no, your turn. Your turn.
27.
Where's? Can somebody hit a buzzer for me?
Little gray on the beard.
Hey, I almost got 20 years almost. You know what I'm saying? But this is sad. Y'all got to say, like, as somebody who actually watched Alfred Hitchcock, like those movies.
What'd you just call me?
Alfred Hitchcock. So those movies came out like my grandmother. We used to watch the two in black and white. But I used to watch those. You know, like the Bates Motel. You never heard of Bates Motel?
Never.
Oh my God. Ever heard of American Psycho?
Yeah.
I think I have heard
Christian
of
Bale?
Psycho.
Yeah. So those movies are actually Alfred
What's Christian-
Hitchcock's that were remade by other people.
Wasn't Christian Bale like Batman? Is he not Batman?
He was.
He was. Oh,
Yeah, he went from American Psycho to Batman.
He was also in Thor too.
who?
Christian Bale.
Oh yeah, he's the
I mean,
Thor,
I
Thor
never
last
actually saw any of the Batman movies, but
yeah. You didn't need medicine.
That's my favorite Batman of all time.
Huh?
Christian Bale's my favorite Batman of all time.
actually, no, I watched one in school.
Yeah, you trip. No,
You gonna say Michael Keaton
no. He is. I think he is my favorite one. That's the one with
with Heath Ledger's Joker?
Yeah. It's my favorite one. That's my favorite one. But then Bane is the second.
I thought he was about to say Adam West Batman or
Where are these people?
No,
The
I'm outta
1900s
here. He's talking about the
Batman.
old one where pow boom
yeah, that,
whap.
Oh,
like old school Batman.
They literally those things used to
Okay.
pop up like zip, zap. Let's go get them. Like, it's funny.
well,
It's funny.
you wanted sound effects for the show. I think I just found a few.
That's great. Yeah, those actually might be good ones. So you never seen The Fifth Element, Hendrix? You can't do that. Go out there. 5 more minutes, dude. Goonies.
No, I've heard of them though.
You never seen the Goonies?
No.
Sounds familiar though.
Oh, okay.
The People Under the Stairs.
Why is that even a movie title?
Yeah,
People Under the Stairs.
that's actually a movie.
So, yeah,
I thought you were
it
calling the Goonies
was-
the people on the
No, there was a family to where like they used to adopt kids and they would treat them like really foul and they would put them in the basement. And the basement was under the stairs. And so there's this young kid who tries to like rescue the parents' daughter and the other people who were stuck on the stairs. But it's like a scary-ish kids movie.
Here's my question. Sorry, we can continue going through the movies, but like, somebody has to come up with these ideas.
Mm-hmm.
So you're at a table, right? This is a big table, right? We're at a big table, and it's 20 some odd people. It's all right. You're at Paramount or wherever it is, right? Wherever they create movies. That's right. Big conference table. And so, person at the head of the table. All right, people, we're in here. We have a meeting. We need new movie ideas. One person then says, "Hey, I have an idea. Why don't we shove a bunch of kids under the stairs and have somebody come save them?" Then where does that person go? There's no way that person is in humanity safely anymore.
Somebody put a battery in their back and said, "I think that's a great idea." Somebody had to.
There was something in their back. There's about to be something. How is that person then not put in an insane asylum?
It's actually a pretty good movie. Trying to tell you, it's a pretty good movie.
You guess who's going? Guess who's
As a
following
kid,
that
it was
person?
as a kid, it was one of my favorite movies.
Guess who's following that person?
As a kid?
I don't
It's
watch
a kids movie.
I
It's
don't
like
watch-
a kids scary movie.
I don't watch horror movies as a grown man. Why do I watch any?
You watch zero scare movies.
I've watched the last movie I watched was The Countdown. It was like these kids download an app that tells you when you
Oh,
die.
yeah, I seen that.
Yeah.
Bro, go
I almost had to go change my
Bro,
pants.
go watch Sinners. It's not a scary movie.
Absolutely
Yeah, I
not.
heard it's not scary. Well, I do want to watch that and the new Final Destination. I heard.
Oh, yeah, that one's coming out like in a couple of days.
Yeah, I'm trying to see that.
How about no?
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Oh, no.
I have heard that one. I've never
No.
watched it.
I've never even heard of that. What is this?
Help me. So I'm sure you've never seen Primal Fear. I know you've never seen
No.
Primal
No.
Fear.
No.
Edward Scissorhands.
No.
With Johnny Depp?
Yeah.
Never
You
seen
heard of it or seen it?
I seen I didn't watch the movie, but I seen like clips here and there.
Again, these are movies that I want remade primarily for purposes like this. Like, look at this. I probably done got about through 15, 20 movies, and they've said they've seen none. Zero.
Yeah, I've literally seen that.
Not one of the movies.
Now, if you put
Back
it
to the Future.
Yeah,
Have you seen it or heard of
I
it?
saw-
I've seen it.
I saw the
Okay.
I saw the first one. I saw it once though, and I vaguely remember. it.
My Girl. Have you ever seen My Girl?
No.
Coneheads.
Yeah, actually.
You seen Coneheads?
Well, I saw like bits. My mom liked it when I was younger, so
The Mask.
no.
With the whole
Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey, but then
Jim Carrey's fantastic.
There's also Son of the Mask as well, right?
Who?
The Son of the Mask. They made like a second version. Like
They do?
Yeah.
I never seen the Son of the Mask.
Look it up right now.
Nah, we got time for
Because
that.
the mask, I seen the
Is
mask.
crazy. That sounds like some bootleg.
Because
Work.
it like continues the story of the mask.
Is it about
Where's,
the dog,
like-
or is it about like a little kid being the mask?
Like
Because I know under the dog
'cause,
was the
like-
mask at the end of the.
because like the dad, they didn't recast Jim Carrey, but like they give birth to a son, and the son has powers of the mask.
Oh,
the baby.
Where's Ace Ventura? Do you have Ace Ventura on this list?
Because the mask is the one with Cameron Diaz, right?
I don't think you can redo Ace. That's what it was. Like some of these movies, because
Nah,
I
that'd be hard
personally,
to
I
redo.
feel like people who have seen all of these movies,
Mm-hmm.
some of them are gonna shoot me. They're like, nah, we can't make that movie.
Leave that be.
Yeah. Like Ace Ventura for me, something like there's not a comedian out right now that I feel can mimic that energy.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like Jim Carrey, Robin Williams,
Rest in peace.
who? Tommy Davidson, Jamie Foxx, like some of them dudes, they're untouchable. You
Yeah.
can't remake their work because they brought
It's one of a
some
kind.
energy. Yeah. The Facility. Have you ever seen The Facility?
No.
Wow. Species. You ever seen Species?
No.
Boys in the Hood. I know. I'm in disregard.
Yeah,
Alrighty.
no, never
Jerry
seen it.
Maguire.
Oh, I do remember Ricky though.
Oh.
I remember getting shot.
With Tom Cruise?
Yeah. I don't even know what he looked like, but
With Tom
I just
Cruise,
remember
right?
that scene.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
Jerry Maguire. Yeah, that was Tom Cruise and what's my other homie's name? When I was playing a football player, Cuba Gooding Jr.
You ever seen Kangaroo Jack?
Yeah.
Um, Set It Off. You ever seen Set It Off?
No.
Waiting to Exhale. That's probably a movie
No.
that. Yeah, yo, yeah. E.T. Ever seen E.T.?
No. E.T. scared me.
Phone home.
That scared you? That's a kid's movie.
Have you looked at E.T.?
He's not scary.
He looks terrifying. I tried to watch it and I was like,
I'm
yeah, I don't want to
struggling,
watch this.
yeah.
Where's Justin Upton?
Vampire in Brooklyn.
No.
No.
You know, Fight
Oh.
Club.
Mm-mm.
Sixth Man.
No.
Kill Bill.
Mm-hmm.
You seen Kill Bill?
Yeah, that's no. I don't think.
The blondie,
And then, does she have like a partner?
Yeah.
like the old man.
I think I seen bits and
No,
pieces
she got
of
the
that.
The Asian girl's her homegirl, right?
Oh no, I thought it was a dude. Okay, maybe I
And
haven't
then the
seen it.
dude's like her, like boss type of thing, right?
Because she always would be wearing like the yellow suit.
Yeah.
Oh wait, maybe I have seen Kill Bill. I think so.
And then Four Brothers. That's the
Yeah,
one.
with Mark Wahlberg and yeah, I've seen that. That's a great movie.
Of all the movies, this man gonna say.
Wasn't that the one with like when he said the hard R?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I seen that one.
Yeah, Mark Wahlberg. Who's it? Tyrese is in that movie too.
3000.
So, is it Tyrese in that movie too? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tyrese, and then there's one other person.
That's a good one.
It was a pretty good one. That's why I feel like they could re-release that, modify it a little
Yeah.
bit.
Recast.
recast.
There's definitely people who can fill those roles.
I just think like right now, especially like when you think about movies, this is like it's almost like there's a lull. Like movies aren't popping the way they once were popping.
Like back, like I was gonna say back in the day, but like when I was young,
behind the ears, that's crazy.
When I was young,
diaper dandy. Talking about back in the days.
I was excited to go to movies,
but you said you never watched movies.
I mean, my dad
Cars.
That's my dad. Literally took me to the movies. I think 7 times. He said to go see Cars.
You know, it's crazy. I grew up.
Life is a highway.
Call you and give you a sponsorship. Your father paid $70 for you only.
That's a great point.
It's like $150 for the both of you to see one movie.
I grew up only watching.
Love my dad.
Movies
Love you, Dad.
With my pops, Van Damme.
That's my dog right there, John Con.
I love Bloodsport. Bloodsport's one of my favorite Van Damme
movies. I love those movies. Jean-Claude was my favorite. Jean-Claude was my favorite actor growing up, though.
I don't know who that is.
It's the one guy that has like
Jean-Claude Van Damme is
little bump on his forehead.
He didn't always have that.
Well, like for a while though.
Yeah, but when he was young, he didn't have that.
I like Double Impact.
That was when he fighting himself. Okay, 5 more and I'm done. Okay, go wipe your nose.
But I just found out those action movies like the 90s, like those. I like to watch those action movies.
Yeah, those. I will say, like even now, sometimes I'll go back and watch them. It's a little difficult because of the action that they're producing. Nope, I'm gonna come out there in 5 minutes. I promise. The action that they're producing now, it's just the camera angles. Like it's just different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and like, I'm sorry, but The Matrix, I feel like ruined it all. Like you look at the action scenes in The Matrix. You never seen The Matrix?
You never seen The Matrix?
I've never seen The Matrix.
You should watch it, bro. It's not scary.
No, I know it's not scary, but it's a long movie.
There's multiple movies.
Bro, how do you?
There's more than one Matrix.
How do you call yourself alive? This life experience.
I've seen TV shows. You ever seen King of Queens?
TV is not adequate enough because you're watching TV shows for 19 episodes.
Yeah.
The movie starts, ends same day.
Yeah, but like that's it. There's no ongoing.
Well, The Matrix, there's actually 5 of them. So
5 of them? No. No shot.
The last one doesn't really. I don't really like
the last one.
I've never seen.
I'd say the first 3 solid movies.
The trilogy.
There's 5 Matrixes. I thought there was 1.
The first one is, to me, still the best. I'm gonna be honest.
I like the second one.
I like them all, besides the last one. But to me, because we were captivated, we had never seen anything like The Matrix. We had never seen anything like The Matrix.
I've literally seen.
Never seen anything like The Matrix. Not Johnny Depp.
Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves in that. What was that movie? Damn it.
John Constantine.
No, it was almost similar to Matrix. I'll try to remember the name of the movie.
John Wick?
No, this is way before. This is before the Matrix. The
only one I know before the Matrix is the Replacements.
No, I know
he's a football player.
Yeah. No, but there was a movie and it was almost like the internet. Like it was like they were trying to. It was right around the time when the internet came out, and it was.
I don't think this
is before the Matrix. But yeah, the Matrix. I just feel like we're in a movie lull, and it's the perfect time for them to go take some remakes, and bring it back to life, man.
I would love to agree with you, but I mean, I can agree with you. I wouldn't probably watch them.
It's a great point. So we have to reach out to people who actually watch movies.
That's It's
you know what I'm saying.
So TV, like what's wrong with TV? Like you ever seen Burn Notice?
No, I do think maybe you know what? It's a great question. Maybe I need to do my research on shows that need to be remade. Yeah, and then we'll ask my co-host some questions that he can answer.
There we go.
You just went 1 for 29 on that movie list.
Four Brothers was fantastic. That was a great.
And it was literally the last movie on the list.
What was that? 5 or 6 out of 29?
Yeah. You had
Yeah, you suck. Go watch a movie, bro.
And you swallow.
Oh, okay.
And with that,
we
always value energy.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That probably crossed the line. You might have had to cover your children's ears if you watch.
Yeah, I might have to mute that out.
But another dope episode.
Yeah, that was fun.
Some crazy controversial. We finally got to have our gorilla and homies talk.
Bradley Beal versus a gorilla. Who wins?
Yeah, that's. I ain't gonna lie. I've been pushing for that for a couple weeks now. Beal, if it ever happens, you might want to take a vacation because he's putting your name first on the list, brother.
Even if he's gonna be in.
So would you say like it's like a hate? Like,
Huh?
you hate Beal?
No, I don't hate Bradley Beal, but if
that's the contract, the deal that they have.
Yeah, Bradley Beal's a fine basketball player, and I'm sure
he's holding the Suns hostage right now.
Yeah,
literally no gun, no mask.
Well, he might have. That's how he picks up his checks. Is with the ski mask.
Damn.
Yeah. So Bradley Beal, I'm sure he's a fine human. He's a great father, great husband. He's a decent basketball player, but he's also making $50 million a year, which is
every day he hustling. Every day he hustling.
Oh yeah, typical.
Yeah, shout out to the Phoenix teams for living.
Yeah, for
being alive.
For making my life a living nightmare.
I mean, this city's without teams, so it could be worse.
That is true. Like you could live in a city or in a state like Delaware.
Yeah, even Seattle, like who had a team and they took it away.
They have the Seahawks and the Mariners.
Yeah, they're not having a lot of fun though.
That's true. Seahawks are very good.
Seahawks had a good run.
You say the same for Vegas. They don't have a basketball team.
They will though.
Oh yeah.
LeBron.com.
LeBron has entered the chat.
Does New Mexico have any teams?
No, not professional.
Not that we know about. They got the cartel though.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that was him. I had nothing to do with that. I would like to leave you guys alone. I don't want any problem. It's none of my business.
Yeah, I rock with them, dog.
Oh, I have no problem with them. See, I don't want to even call it because what if they don't want to be called that? If they don't want to be called it, then they get angry. They just start chopping heads. I don't want my head chopped off. I personally like my head where it's at right now.
Also, yeah, I prefer to keep that attached.
So, yeah.
But no, we definitely appreciate all the energy. It was definitely, he said he was going to come on the pod a couple of times ago, but yeah, he made it.
He made it.
Appreciate you pulling up, Kev, man.
Nigga, we made it.
You made it.
Appreciate it.
You know what I'm saying?
And
you had some valuable content. You know what I'm saying?
Good job.
My co-host who doesn't actually watch television with his eyes open.
No, I know. I watch TV.
He watches TV, but it's mainly just sports.
Oh, as soon as he walks into a movie theater, he closes his eyes.
He falls asleep.
Actually, the last movie I watched, I did fall asleep. How was that? Maybe I shouldn't say that. Maybe I should
at least see Coach Carter.
No.
It's bad that he hasn't seen movies that like you would think he's seen. Like
Coach Carter?
Sandlot is literally like the most famous baseball movie known.
I've seen children. Trouble with the Curve.
What?
You know what's funny though? Actually about Coach Carter? Huh?
Home Alone?
No, I've never seen any of the Home Alones.
So we just gonna allow a man to say he having trouble with the curve, and we just gonna move on.
I don't know who's having trouble with the curve, but I'm not having trouble with the curve. I've just seen the curve. Okay, my bad. Okay, real quick before we end. You know what's funny about that? I'm glad that you said that. So Kevin, like a few years ago, he used to when I lived in my apartment up north, he'd come over all the time, and we would just chill, and we'd literally we'd watch a movie, eat food until he had to go to work. And so and it was the same. He would look at me like, "Dog, you've never seen this movie?" So one time I'm surprised you don't remember this. Now you might remember this, but it doesn't sound like it. He was like, "Dog, you've never seen Coach Carter?" And he was like, "We got to watch it." And so he literally brought the DVD Coach Carter that I still have somewhere. He brought the DVD from his house so that we can watch it. Now we never ended up watching it, but he brought the DVD from his house, and I still have it. I've just never watched it. You don't remember that? Wow, I don't know what just happened with my voice.
Back to me, though.
No, I think I still have it.
Who real quick before we end, who's the greatest musician of all time?
In terms of playing?
Greatest musician of all time that you listen to their records, entertainment-wise, the greatest musician or artist of all time.
Well,
to you. Could be a rapper, could be a singer, could be...
Psy. All right, my bad. I'm done. I'm done. I'm sorry.
I don't know. I feel like every song released by Metro Boomin, I love.
Okay. Metro Boomin. Okay, I never. That was not even.
Who were you thinking that he was gonna say?
Maybe like Chris Brown.
He's pretty. He's up there though.
The greatest artist of y'all's generation, maybe.
Yeah.
For mine, it's definitely Michael. Some would say Prince. Was Michael?
It's crazy they never had a song together.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. Well, Prince was supposed to do a video with him, but it was the song where he said, "Your bud is mine." And bad. That's how he started. That's how he started the song.
That's that.
Prince was like, "Yeah, I'm not pulling up for that." Prince was like, "Yeah, call me out. What's wrong with you? You pull up this song, talking about your bud is mine."
All right. Well, I guess there's that.
Yeah. Prince is probably on point for that one.
Yeah, probably a good idea to leave. Oh, okay.
And so I only asked that because there's a movie that Michael Jackson got out called Michael Jackson's Moonwalker that I feel like is a great piece of entertainment. You didn't like that? You didn't like that line?
There's that.
Make sure to clip that.
Yeah.
And save that as one of the sounds.
Oh yeah. Thank you for that. That's a great idea. That's being saved.
So yeah,
That's
another like
Thank
piece
you,
of nostalgic entertainment that y'all should catch up on.
oh
Michael
well.
Jackson's Moonwalker. It's a classic. Your pop's probably, he probably hip a little bit.
Oh yeah. Pops loves Michael Jackson.
But yeah, man.
I'm
I'm gonna start giving y'all like 2 movies a week, man. Y'all got stuff you can.
I see why you like Michael Jackson.
What do you see? What do you see?
I see why you like Michael Jackson.
What do you see?
I see why you like him.
What I'm trying to figure out, like, what is it that you see? Like, what is it?
Oh, okay. I'd probably go Lotto for my greatest musician.
Yeah, we appreciate everybody tuning in.
At least you didn't say
This man
Sexy
just
Red.
said Lotto was his favorite artist. I ain't gonna lie, she's a looker,
What?
but I couldn't name you 3 of her songs. If
Oh, I
somebody
couldn't
had
either.
the gun to my head.
You don't like
I'll
Sweetie?
see y'all on the other side.
Oh, Sweetie. Oh my God. Jesus. Christmas. Sorry. Is that?
We're gonna say this conversation for another part. We're gonna have top 10 female rappers that you don't even listen to their music.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. That's a very good way to put it.
But we appreciate everybody for tuning in. Again, appreciate my co-host,
Hey boy.
Big Gumo.
Can you just stop slapping my knee?
My bad.
Appreciate my guy Kev for pulling up to the pod, man. It was dope to have everybody in person, man. Appreciate Sun for pulling up for the dinosaur question, cussing everybody out.
Hey boy Neff.
Letting us know that, our dinosaur selections are whack as hell. And
You like mine though.
yeah, he did. And
Yeah.
I'm probably
I think
trouble.
he liked mine a little bit more though.
You said you're basic.
No, well, that was like my plan B.
Continue.
Yeah, I'm in trouble though because my 5 minutes done last about 15.
He's
So
probably gonna yell at you right now.
yeah,
I feel bad. I'm sorry.
I'm not the boss.
It's
I'm
actually
not the
bad.
boss. But we will see y'all again next week. But check us out on GSM. Bunch of playoff, info, some wildness. Hopefully my Celtics turn up against his Knicks. My man's hoping for his Cavs to pull out another dub. Maybe we'll see them in the Eastern Conference Finals. But yeah, tune in to that.
Oh.
Probably not going to talk
Okay.
that much baseball until his team turns that around. And probably 2 months before we start talking football. But check us out, man. Holla!
Devin Booker.